Nashville, Tennessee, February 2nd, the Ryman Auditorium. Please, for the love of God, buy tickets. For the love of God, Tampa Tony's going to be there in the crowd. Make it a weekend. Come to Nashville. February 3rd, the very next night at the Warner Theater, Washington, D.C. That show's almost sold out, so get the tickets if you want to come. You can shoot me in the crowd just like Lincoln, whatever you want to do. Then February 9th, the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, Nevada. Prostitution is legal there. Come to the show. We'll get a prostitute legally. Then we'll go the next day to Las Vegas and watch the Super Bowl, or 2 days from there, watch the Super Bowl. ChristyComedy.com for TicketWickets. For the love of God, buy tickets in Nashville.
For my tickets, MikeCannonComedy.com. I'm coming to Austin, Texas, February 15th, leaving my wife in the dust for Valentine's Day. Vulcan Gas Company, one show. I'll probably show up to Rogan's podcast studio and ask if he wants to just chat for a couple hours. February 16th through the 17th, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas at Big Laugh Comedy, brand new club. Very excited. Again, I am putting the finishing touches on this hour. We are going to be filming it in early April, as produced by Chris Distefano. He has no idea. March 1st and the 2nd, I'm in Point Pleasant, New Jersey at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. Come sit and see the only comedy backdrop with bullet holes in it. March 8th and 9th, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland at the Port Comedy Club. 4 shows. And then again, special taping in early April. All tickets at MikeCannonComedy.com. Keep an eye out. More dates always being added. Thanks to you guys for showing up and coming out to the shows.
We are farmers.
Bum, 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 bum.
There it is. Mike's closer. Welcome to Chrissy Chaos.
It's my closer.
It's your closer. Yep.
Oh,
if you go see Mike Cannon on the road, that's what he closes with.
Yep.
Yeah, man, we, it's one of those things where, look, dude, we're here for another episode, okay? I just had grilled chicken, egg whites. We just had grilled chicken, spinach, egg whites on a wrap. Feeling good. I dipped it in
fueled up.
Feel fueled. I dipped it in Chipotle mayo. Mm-hmm. I ate it too fast.
The Chipotle mayo, does that completely cancel out every health benefit that we
No, I don't think it does, but I think if we're at a point where it's like, I just want to build muscle and look lean again going into the summer, then I'm going to have to forego the Chipotle mayo. But I kind of am at the point now where it's like work balance and life balance. It's like, if you're going to work out every day, do you have to be a psycho and look as ripped as possible? Or at this age of pushing 40, can you just look good enough?
I think I'm no longer interested in both looking good and also even seeing myself naked. Like, I just want to be looking like he probably looks okay naked while you see me in clothes.
You want to just look okay in clothes.
Yeah, because, listen, nudity, the only person that has to just deal or cope with my nudity is my wife. And she seemingly has a pretty high threshold of tolerance.
Yes.
So I don't look as bad as I've ever looked. I don't look as good as I've ever looked, but I do look good for a 38-year-old.
Yeah.
Especially for some of my friends.
Oh my God, dude.
Who have just been slopping barley and hops down their fat faces for years, and they can't possibly, their whole face is just 2 of mine wide.
Just gross. Yeah, I understand what you mean there, because and I don't know if it's just like me giving up or giving in to like just life, but there's a part of me that's like, I just want to work out for 30 minutes and then eat kind of good and deal with it.
Yeah.
But that's the guy then who at 50 just drops dead.
I don't know if that is the guy though, because even people that don't work out and are actually doing just buys, chest, all the Hollywood muscles, all that shit with none of the health stuff, that's a person that drops dead.
Right.
So I've been thinking about it lately because I've switched over, like I told you, to some power calisthenics. And I've been mostly doing I'm doing half yoga, half working out. But I've never felt better because my body is more malleable and can move. Right. And just even having that, I don't look as good as I was when I was lifting weights, but I feel better. And that's better than anything else. It's like, I don't need to be hot.
None of it even matters because I work out 6-7 days a week.
And look at you.
Exactly.
I
work out 6-7 days a week. And then last time we recorded, I did something and one of you said, oh, wow, if you went to the gym and got on some testosterone, your arms would be good. And The last 2 weeks, I've been at the gym every day just thinking about that.
Yes.
So it means nothing.
Yes.
I like how we all just passively kill each other's self-esteem in here.
Yes.
Chris's last episode of him feeling fat and you just being like, you know what, you are heavier. And then go to the
By
gym.
how much pounds do you think I'm heavier, Vito?
Look, dude, you asked me a question. You asked me, do you think you're heavier now versus months ago? And I said, yes, you're heavier now versus months ago.
But is it drastic?
Not drastic. You asked me a yes or no question. I said
Right.
yes.
Well, listen.
Do I think you would have fit into that costume better a few weeks ago? Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that we're coming to you live from Slam Magazine.
That's right, in Long Island City.
Long Island City, baby. We're coming to you live from here. We love it here. Bumblebee tuna. And so that's great. But getting back to what are the workouts you're doing? Tell us.
So it's all body weight stuff. So initially I'm working out, or I'm starting out with a stretch, like a straight up 10 to 15 minute hard stretch. Then I'm doing some of the warm up that they gave me, which is they've done both like jumping jacks, they've done jump ropes, stuff like that, along with like active stretching, like hip, leg swings, hip swinging, all that stuff. I do Holland drills, which I used to do in soccer, which is kind of like a hip mobility thing as well as a skip. Like it's all kind of just trying to move my body more than I've moved it since college basketball. Because like when you're working out, the thing that I noticed when I was just lifting is I'd stretch a little bit, sure, but my range of motion was here to here to here. And that was it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like moving my hips and moving around more in a natural way. And it doesn't make me want to take my own life when I chase my son around.
Right.
So like for the first time, I can get in catcher's position and not feel like my MCL is going to shoot out into the third row.
Did a therapist teach you that?
No, dude, I've just been targeted by the almighty algorithm as a man who they believe has rickety joints and bones, and they're correct.
Right.
I don't know if I just don't watch enough milk videos or how they know my bones are in trouble, but they send all that stuff. It's like how to remove hip pain, how to remove shoulder pain, how to remove neck pain. I have terrible posture. I'm terrible looking. It's all these things that I need help with. And so I've just decided to completely shift focus of my workout and be more mobile and active than I am trying to look glamour muscles.
I know Jasmine will like work out every morning and she just puts a mat out in the living room. She's always told me, she's like, you're like obsessed with going to the gym, but you never feel good. She literally for years just has a mat in the morning, opens up her hips, opens up her shoulders, does a few yoga stretches, and literally is like on the floor with the kids more than I am.
Yeah.
Or like even when I get out of the car or like go to like bend and pick something up, I feel like an old man when I do it. You do too at times. But less now.
All the time. I'm only 3 weeks into it. So I'm excited for what this already is. I can't wait until I feel like actually fluid. Because you see old yogis, like 60 to 70-year-old people that have been practicing yoga or at least stretching on a consistent basis, and they move completely fluid. There's no lagging or glitching to their giddy up. It's just like they move like they're in water. I want that. I don't want, like, I literally hopped out of my car the other day for the first time since I was like 18.
Yeah.
I've been excited to move.
Yeah, and I almost never stretch.
Right. Me neither. You
guys don't? Do you stretch, Vito?
No, because it takes out of my time at the gym. And
Yes.
I need to get in and I need to get out.
Yeah.
Right, which is but the experts say your time in the gym should just be the stretching.
Yeah.
The stretching is like the most important part. And I'm the same exact way, dude. I was like not stretching or half stretching and then lifting and like blowing out my shoulders.
Right.
Like every time I'd put up weight or any kind of weight, like every joint, every area that my body meets and bends is in excruciating pain. And that's when I knew I had to like completely shift.
I had this trainer that I was going to that was amazing. And he was like, like instead of doing like 4 sets of 25 push-ups, do 20 push-up, just do a set of like holding it, coming down slow while you're in a plank position, move your right leg up, like put your body into positions like that as opposed to just getting a number that doesn't make any sense. He goes, you should do it for time. Like hold yourself up for a minute. Like that is more. And then I said, and I was listening to him and I was a disciple. And then one day I woke up, I said, he's an idiot. I'm going back to just throwing around weights, and I blew my Achilles out again.
I think it might be, and this is me maybe attaching it to something that isn't right, but it might be like a uniquely American thing of trying to beat high score and trying to get to a certain number more so than it is trying to get technique correct.
Right.
Because I've heard it, tale as old as time, and I'm sure you have too, coming up in sports, is like technique supersedes everything else. If you do correct technique, doing 2 reps is actually better than doing 15.
Which is true.
Which is true. And again, it's one of those, you're stupid. Doing 15 is better because it's more.
Right.
And that's my brain. And so instead of doing that, I'm just injuring myself all the time. And now I'm trying to like shift my brain out of being in competition with itself or bars that I've set for a made up human, and instead be like, let's try to actually make it feel good.
Yeah,
like
well,
Halle Berry says in Monsters Ball, make me feel good.
Love it. Masturbating to that tonight at
such a
dinner
good
with
scene.
friends. The also too with exercise, like Sergio Chacone's is a great friend of ours. He's going to come on the pod, and he's a trainer, an excellent trainer. He never for the last 10 years, never just works out a body part. Like if you're going to do biceps with Sergio, you're doing a bicep curl into a lunge. You're doing a bicep curl into a squat. You are doing compound movements at all times.
Yeah.
And he is one of the most physically fit people I know.
Yeah.
And he's like, because what's the point of just working one muscle? Like if you're going to work out your body, move your body. That's what you hear over and over and over again. Just move.
It takes a long time to get used to also because, you know, I've left the gym for the first week or two feeling like I didn't work out. Like I was like, man, I really like stretched. like
you're not dripping sweat.
I'm sweaty, but I'm not muscle sore. So I don't feel like I move shit around. So it didn't exercise that like competitive alpha bullshit inside of it. Or not bullshit, but something that I also need to exercise because that's part of me. But like, you know, that kind of like throwing weights around thing. It didn't get that out. But instead, so it's like shifting focus of what the gym means to you. Right. Whereas like it can't mean what it was at high school where you're like, man, I could barely even turn the steering wheel of my car. I did triceps today.
So jacked. Well, the good news is John, Jihadi John, who's on the 1s and 2s along with Vito Ralph Calise, Jihadi John doesn't really have to worry about the things we have to worry about with our spouses and girlfriends because John is in the unique position of having a girlfriend who doesn't speak English.
That's awesome.
John has let us in on some information that his current girlfriend only speaks Spanish, and he has to communicate with her through Google Translate. Now, John, first of all, did you meet her at a migrant shelter?
No, we
were your first conversations through barbed wire?
Yes. Thank you.
No, it was through Bumble, a dating app.
Whoa, Bumble, that's weird.
Look at that. Wow.
I know.
They got Wi-Fi in Ecuador.
Yeah.
So you met her on Bumble, but you met her on Bumble. Was she like, hello, my name is, what's your name?
No, she definitely used Google Translate for every single message, and I had no idea she didn't speak English.
Wow. Yo, that's messed up, dude.
Holy shit.
She baited you in. She was like, hey, what's up, girl? What's up, John?
That's vocal catfishing.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
You had no idea she didn't speak Inglesias.
Yeah, not until I picked her up on our first date. And
So
she got in my car.
Not until you picked her up from Homeland Security.
I thought you were going to say Home Depot.
Either one works.
She was sitting out front of Home Depot with a coffee with 98 sugars in it.
Yeah.
And she was ready for her day of
This
work.
is it's like that Black Mirror episode. Pick whichever bit you want to work, Homeland Security or Home Depot, and then follow that trail. Wait a second. So you pick her up, she gets in your car, and what is the first thing she says to you?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Did you laugh? What did you do?
I did. So I did. You know, I speak a little bit of Spanish. I used to work in construction.
Un poquito?
Only Mexicans. Yes, sí. Hablo un poco de español. So.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, no. I said hi, and then she said, wait, and then she pulled out her phone, and started translating what I was saying. So.
Wow. Yeah. So then you knew, but you were already in the car with her.
Yeah, and then she said, she was like, oh, you know, estoy muy nerviosa. I'm like, I was like, oh, no,
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But then we went out to a restaurant. We got a few drinks. It was honestly, it was kind of easy. Like once we got comfortable, and then but we did the whole first day was Google Translate.
But this is why it's an ideal situation, is because you basically had a first date through text message in real life.
Right.
Is you had moments to consider your response in real time instead of just like flying by the seat of your pants, talking out of your ass, saying whatever because she picked up every syllable and every word. Instead, you could really pull the wool over this girl's eyes.
No matter what you said, if you didn't like the way it came out of your mouth, she didn't understand it anyway, you could just change it in Google Translate and be like, that's not what I said. I said this.
No.
So now you guys are like officially dating. What are you going to do? How are you going to introduce her to your parents?
I mean, we'll see if it gets that far. It's a rocky road.
Yeah.
I've never dated a Latino before.
Much like the roads in Ecuador.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, she's really nice, but we like fight all the time, and that's so
But what are you fighting about? Is she jealous?
Yes, absolutely. Like,
Wait, how long has it been
What, a
going on?
veto?
That there's
like 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, probably.
I can understand if she was jealous of Vito in his wedding suit, but not this Vito. Wedding Vito is a different thing.
I see what you're saying.
No, I'm kidding. But why? What is she jealous of?
I mean, just like this on Monday, like she was showing me on my phone.
Jueves, what's Monday?
Lunes.
Lunes.
CCC. And like I went to go search something up on Instagram, and like, you know, 85% of it's like Philadelphia Eagles, Justin Jefferson, whatever. And then there was like 2, like maybe Dua Lipa or something in there. And she was like, you know, ¿Quién es? Who's this? Whatever. And
Who's Dua Lipa?
yeah, but like basically she was saying like,
God.
why are you looking up women? I don't feel the need to look up other men. I'm like, oh, I don't even know. And like,
It's Dua Lipa. How does she not know?
Yeah.
Do they even have Dua Lipa in Ecuador?
But also, do they not have men in Ecuador? Like, do Ecuadorian men not lust after women? I don't understand even the question.
Ecuadorian, you must be a giant to her. Oh my God. She must be like, he's so big.
Dude, she can finally put shit
Alto.
on the top shelf.
Grande.
I think she probably like 5'4" or something like
Yeah.
that. I'm 6 foot, so
Nice,
that.
dude. I'm sure she's beautiful. It's one of those things where it's like, what do you do though, dude? Like, here's the thing is like, I know like what it is to be a guy. Like, if Jasmine didn't speak English, I'd still be with her 10 years later. And just- It might actually be better. We might actually be better off if she didn't. I think you actually might be in one of the best possible situations is that your literal girlfriend doesn't even speak the language. Dude, you're perfect. Because
Counterpoint?
Yes.
No, go ahead. Finish what you were going
Because I was
to
going to say the one thing with Latinas that at least with specifically with, you know, Jasmine is if she, yes, you know, like why are you talking to other girls? But if you just wait it out, they give up and they'll just, you know, she'll make you an arepa. It doesn't matter.
absolutely. I mean, so like after Monday, after our fight, she stormed off. Like she was at my apartment. She calls an Uber, leaves, doesn't even say goodbye. I was like, and at that point, I was like, whatever.
She calls an Uber. She got into a car and drove for Uber.
Hot wired a Civic outside, drove off.
Yeah, no, but she dipped, and I thought to myself, I was like, if I never see her again, I'm like, honestly, I'm okay with that. Like, this is so frustrating. It's annoying. It's stressful. Like, I don't even want to deal with this. And then
Has your immigration policy changed?
maybe a little bit, but she, I didn't text her. You know, she blew up my phone, didn't answer the whole next day.
Good.
I didn't really. I was just like, I don't even want to deal with this right now. I was busy with work.
You were just sending her the walls.
Yeah, exactly. And then Tuesday night, she's like, you know, it's been like over 24 hours, and she'd like text me, and she's like, "Can we talk?" And I'm like, and I went
Did
to
you
bed
say it
early.
in Spanish or English?
English.
Okay.
Translate it.
Nice.
And I was like in my bed, contacts out, retainer in. And then she says, "I'm outside your house right now." I was like, "No fucking way." And,
Whoa.
yeah.
So the only issue, the 2 months already fighting thing, of course, this is just, you know, this is not going to end well. But the only issue being like, yes, it's great. It'll dissipate. All that, the lack of communication could work to your benefit. Yeah. But with a fiery human, a lack of an ability to communicate could result in violence sooner.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like an inability to get their message across with words can add to frustration to such a level that they just fucking stab you in the neck.
Yeah, but it's a good cop out because she's like super emotional and sensitive, and she's like, I mean, right off the bat, she's doing like lovey-dovey stuff. And, like,
Right.
And I'm just like, oh, I don't understand. No entiendo. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know those words, you know, whatever.
Do you think this is going to work or most likely not? If you had to guess.
There's probably a half-life
Yeah.
on it.
And here's the thing. Even if she's listening, she doesn't understand what we're saying. So you can just be honest.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Yeah,
How old is
This
she?
is not going to work, and nor should
24, I think.
24.
Nor should it work. Get
No,
out of
dude.
here. This is a perfect thing
Yeah.
where you are dating somebody who is attractive from a different culture. You're becoming a seasoned American.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning, and then never. Yeah, it definitely has a half life.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's all new to me. Like I mean, I've I've like hooked up with a few Latinas before, but she like the first time I've been in like a legit relationship, and like it's rough, dude. And like I know nothing about Ecuador. Apparently, like, dude, it's crazy down there. Like, there's like I know you always hear war on drugs cartel South America, but like just like a few days ago, they had a news station live on air. Cartel people with guns like took over. Like, it'd be like if they stormed CNN,
right.
had everybody lay down. It's absolutely wild.
Yeah, the cartel boss broke out and is like taking over the country. He took over their like presidency. Yeah.
And it's like she's like, oh yeah, my cousin sent me this video, and it's like somebody like getting shot at the local college. It's absolutely crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude. Here's the thing, though, is she is going to trap you with a baby for citizenship. So just know that.
Yeah, she actually told me on Monday that she was 5 days late on her period. So
we'll
see. Yeah.
Oh no! Are you gloving up?
No, I'm
Did
not.
she get her period since then?
How could you?
I don't know. She's not on birth control, so we'll see.
Has she gotten her period since then?
No, I don't think.
Oh,
I'll ask her.
yes!
Yeah.
You're a dad.
Oh, I love it, dude. Your kid. Now you're gonna have a. Now,
is there anything better than him starting to work on Chaos like a month ago, and within 30 calendar days he's already impregnated a
John,
Latina?
Let me tell you something right now. I want you to look across at me. This is your future. I'm exactly who you were about your age. Is constantly in the waiting game of women getting women who didn't speak English pregnant. This is Ask Mike. This is my life, dude. When I was your age, dude, this is literally here's what I'm about to tell you. She's pregnant. Okay? Here's the way that Latina women can hold on to that. She can control there's Kegels. She can literally control her uterus. There is no fucking way.
Yeah.
She's dumping that egg because you know what that egg is? A passport, baby. And she is not at all ever, dude.
Latina
congratulations.
Latina uteruses have better hands than Marvin Harrison Jr. Like they will not drop an egg,
John,
no matter what.
I'm going to tell you this. You better fucking hope and pray this Patreon goes up, okay? Because you're an incumbent dad, okay? So everybody better go to patreon.com/ChristyComedy and support John's unborn non-American baby.
That's right.
That's brewing, okay? That's an anchor baby, folks.
The name.
Yeah, imagine the sonogram is just an anchor. Dude.
His name GT Grady. Google Translate Grady.
So that's what, by the way,
I also love how you were like, dude, this is your future as you're in a bee costume with one of the balls falling off.
Yep, dude, I'm a Latin king. So here's the thing, too, dude, is that's also, if she's been late, I mean, that's also, you got to give her some kind of slack. That's probably why she's acting a little nuts, too.
Sure.
It's hormonal.
She said it's not a big deal. It's happened. I'm like, all right.
It's happened before?
Well, I don't know. She's like, I mean, I don't know if it's like regulated because I know birth control. It's like, on.
She's not on birth control.
So that's why, like, maybe give a little leeway.
Yeah, and you can't use a condom really with a Latina woman who doesn't speak English. It's just, you can't do it.
You just can't.
It's too hot.
Anyway,
her accent's too sexy. She's got to call you Poppy. You can't really put a rubber on.
Are you pulling or you're just letting go, letting God?
No.
Oh, okay.
You're pulling, but sometimes it's late.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got practice, but
sometimes the guard is late to the block.
Yeah. Yeah. When you got one pass, her pussy went goal.
Some vuvuzela blowing in the background.
All right. Well, listen. Good luck. Congrats on the new baby.
That's exciting, man.
Appreciate that.
Listen, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Dude, I've never seen him more uncomfortable in my entire life.
Oh my God.
Are you okay?
I gotta be
Does
honest
the
with you.
prospect of a child hurt you? Like, does that?
Yeah, I'm not planning on that anytime soon.
I got to be honest with you, dude. This is one of the first situations where I'm like, I'm just glad it's not me.
Yeah.
Because I've been in this situation too many fucking times, and it feels nice to be in this seat once in a while. And I've adjusted fine. Dude, Genucel skincare, full disclosure, they sent some to my house, and I've been using it.
Yeah.
I think my skin looks better.
I think it looks dewy. It looks beautiful.
Yep.
You look younger.
Yep. And it's something that, as you get older, you get the forehead wrinkles, the sagging jawline. Genucel, it's literally like I put it on and I was like, wow, this works. Even Jazz was like, what are you using? And I said, Genucel, the Genucel skincare. And she was like, I'm using it. And now everybody's just rubbing it all over them all day, every day, just rolling around in Genucel.
Which is insane because, like, I mean, Latinas, they age very gradually.
Yep.
The two, you and I are going to fall off a cliff at some point. So we truly need something like this to uphold the cellular structure of our face.
And what I like about Genucel is it's natural, clean and free from mineral oil, parabens, and harmful chemicals. It's cruelty-free. It's formulated by a compounding pharmacist. Say goodbye to those fine lines, forehead wrinkles, sagging jawline, dark marks, skin redness, and even under eye bags, and leave them in 2023. John, you're going to need Genucel when you're staying up, burping that baby.
Plus, with its immediate effects, Genucel promises results that will make you smile, guaranteed, or 100% of your money back.
Well, how great is that? I love when a company says, you know what, dude? If it doesn't work for you, we'll give you 100% of your money back.
Because that's somebody who actually created something.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They made a product that they believe in and that actually functions as it's supposed to, and they're literally putting their money where their mouth is.
No, literally, we do these ads, and a lot of times they're like, hey, just read the ad. This company actually had a conversation with me. It was like, we believe in this product so much. We've been running this company for years. Like, this shit really works.
Yeah.
So, like, please use it. And I did, and they're right. It works.
That's awesome. Well, for a limited time, Genucel's top-selling hyaluronic, is that right? Hyaluronic acid serum is included free in every most popular package. Enjoy maximum skin hydration for a more youthful appearance.
Go to genucel.com/chaos and enter chaos at checkout for extra savings. That's GENUCEL.com/chaos. Enter chaos at checkout for extra savings. Every order placed is automatically upgraded to free shipping. Gotta love it.
Genucel.
Honestly, guys, this product is one of my favorite products ever created. KiWiCo. KiWiCo, if you know what KiWiCo is?
It is, yeah. You've put
Do you
me
use it
onto
with
it. I have,
use it
yeah.
with your son? Bro, they send things for your kids to do monthly, different types of activities, all engineered by scientists and engineers, and things that it's one of the best things that gets my kid off the tablet, not watching TV, off the phone. They're working with their brains, with their hands. I'm learning how to do things. They're learning how to do things. I cannot stress enough what a great product KiWiCo is.
Especially in the winter months. If you live anywhere that is affected by weather, then you know, and you have kids, then you know the activities, all those things. You're constantly scraping and looking for new things to do inside. This is a perfect company to literally give you a full lesson plan for your kids.
Here's the thing. KiWiCo delivers seriously fun learning for kids of all ages through hands-on projects and activities. Each month, kids receive crates packed with engaging hands-on activities designed to introduce them to existing science, technology, and art concepts. There is always something new for kids to discover, like engineering robots or learning about the science of ice cream. My daughters went nuts for that.
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
With 9 monthly programs to choose from, KiWiCo is something for kids of all ages, ranging from infants and preschoolers to teens and beyond.
You hear that, John? 9 months. Discover real science, technology, engineering, art, and math concepts through fun, hands-on projects delivered to your door every month. Each crate designed by real experts, tested by kids. That's the main factor right there. The kids actually tested to ensure that every experience is age-appropriate, engaging, and seriously fun. I love this product.
Yeah, like we said, it can be hard to find creative ways to have kids spend their time, do things, learn. Without the tablet, this is the key for that. It does the legwork for you so you can spend the quality time tackling projects together.
Redefine learning with play. Explore projects that build confidence and problem-solving skills with KiWiCo. Get 50% off your first month on any crate line at KiWiCo.com with promo code CHAOS. That's 50% off your first month at KiWiCo.com, promo code CHAOS. All right, let's go to mean YouTube comments, John. Bring up mean YouTube comments. The first one is from John's pregnant girlfriend. Vito. Everybody talk about, if you want to know what Vito looks like, just Google a picture of baby teeth. Dude, I like this new logo, yellow and black.
Yeah, I think it too.
Black
it's
and
cool.
yellow, black and yellow.
He's got more for you to look at after the show.
Great.
So
Start pulling them up. And we'll go yay, nay. Here we go. This is from Don John 25, wrote on YouTube. He wrote 3 days ago, I can only handle one feminine, almost gay dude at a time. Well, Don John 25, your profile picture says you can handle a lot more cock than that.
That's also kind of at both of us.
Yep.
That's both
Go ahead.
hate.
Now, just overall pod hate. Mike, you want to read that one?
Yeah, I'll read this one. The autism level was high this episode. Everyone shouting plant-based foods.
And that's from Nunu Amik.
Nunamik.
Nunamik. And that seems like a direct shot at Mike's son, who is a vegan.
That's right.
That's a direct shot at Mike's child. And we're going to continue to yell at plant foods because it's good for you. Shout out your gut microbiome. Shout out Dr. Pooh.
Shout out sauerkraut.
Chris Haight. This is from at Mr. Jordy Boy 225. Why do the ad reads turn him into lispy chaos? Probably because I do it from my iPhone most days, and maybe there's a poor connection. But I don't know why your fucking avatar pic is an Asian person with a mask on. I don't know if that's you because you're actually Asian and that's you, or you're making fun of someone. I don't know. Here we go, Chris Haight. This is from at Kenneth Rudabaugh. Or is it Kenneth Rudabaugh? Rudabaugh. Kenneth Rudabaugh. Crispy recording promos in the school pickup line. All right. That's true. We know Crispy. That is fun. I do the promos in the school pickup line.
That's a good idea.
I like that you noticed that, Mr. Kenneth the Rude Boy. That is 100% true, and I've done it multiple times, and that's why the people who go to my daughter's school, the other parents, have told me to keep fighting for freedom.
I looked away. Oh, pod hate. I looked away, and for a minute, I thought there were two Jordan Petersons talking to each other.
I don't know. What do they mean by that, two Jordan Petersons? Were we wearing suits? Or
Irish accents.
Oh, does Jordan Peterson have an Irish accent? I thought he was Canadian.
German or something.
Yeah. I thought it's just kind of high pitched and just.
I don't get that comment.
I can't even-
clarify what that comment.
Or were we talking like dude stuff? Like were we trying to like be men?
I don't think so. When have you ever tried?
Almost never. Yeah. This is Pod Love. This is from at Bobbington9. This podcast literally cured my AIDS. That's interesting. I wonder if any of our listeners out there actually have HIV or full-blown AIDS. There's got to be somebody.
100%. Statistically, it has to.
It has to.
And they're living with it, I guess. I mean, not everybody can go to Germany, right? Like does
Does
cure that
Germany
one
fully
case?
cure AIDS? Is that a fact?
They cured HIV in this one in this one guy. Like there was some sort of beta testing, and I don't know if it's now available to the public.
Can they do it consistently though?
I don't know.
Can Germany consistently cure AIDS?
That's the thing. It's like, how are they going to just start ushering people in? Nobody trusts Germany.
Exactly, dude.
You know what? I've asked you this. I want to know how many listeners were at the insurrection.
Oh,
It's a good question. It's a noble question.
Can we say this? If you were at the insurrection, can you leave a voicemail?
Yes.
And tell us about it. 347-323-3321.
well, and also the insurrection was different things to different parties. You know, there was obviously zipline guy or zip tie guy, and then there were also people that were just more or less hanging out outside.
Right.
If you just have any story of anything, it doesn't have to be advice. If you just want to tell us something crazy happened and you can keep it under 30 seconds,
Yes.
call in.
What's the number?
347-323-3321.
Call in. Okay. Mike Haight, here we go.
Hate from Australia, Mike. Chris, hope you have a good day.
There you go.
John Blaze 505. Appreciate you, dude. I hope
Now-
your opposite way toilet sucks your grandmother
No, but
into
no.
the
But
plumbing.
here's the thing, though. Here's John Blaze 505. This is Inside Podcast. Hate from Australia is a Tom Segura, your mom's house thing.
Oh, okay.
They write hate from wherever, but it's actually a good thing. So this is a positive thing. John Blaze 505. Hate from Australia, Mike. Chris, hope you have a good day. So this is actually, I think, not as bad as it seems. This is a Tom Segura, your mom's house thing.
So it's love through the lens of another podcast
Yes.
that I have yet to be invited on.
Yep. There you go.
Good. From Dogmen Hardcastle, which, I mean, that's my favorite name so far.
Yep.
I thought Mike was Mateo Lane for like 2 months.
I agree, dude.
That's a compliment.
I wish.
Yeah.
I
God,
wish.
dude. If literally all I had to do was suck, 10, 20 cocks to get Mateo's body, I would do it today.
Yeah.
I would do it on camera in front of my family. I don't want to have to worry for the rest of my life if I'm going to be ripped or not.
You could knock 3 out right here.
Yep, suck them all.
3 out.
I guarantee you giving another man a blowjob isn't as bad as it seems.
I think the worst part of it isn't even the dick. It's the then having to face the man
Right.
after.
So that's what I mean, a glory hole. By the way, I know a guy who, I was in LA last week, who told me and I believe him still to this day, goes to glory holes in downtown Los Angeles. I was like, where are they even? He said, if you know the spots, you know the spots. He said,
It's like West Hollywood or whatever.
He was like, there's thousands of them in New York. I was like, thousands of glory holes? He was like, dude, they're typically like in the back of like, there's some in the back of bodegas. Like it's a whole underground scene of glory holes. So
right underneath the 30-year-old Chef Boyardee.
yeah, let us
cool.
know. Call that hotline if you've participated in a glory hole. Know where they are. Let us know in your city.
But do you know what I mean by that? Like having to face the dude afterwards would be by far the most difficult.
Well, that's
part.
the thing. Like that's the thing we say all the time. Like, you know, having sex with a man isn't as gay as like kissing him on the lips or holding his hand,
or even intimately telling him something about.
Yeah,
you.
I'd rather like the act of dick in the butt might be the least gay thing about it.
No, if anything, it's like you can convince yourself into thinking that it's like a game, like a sports.
Yeah,
match.
like dude, if you're doing a guy in the butt, like you know, if you're the receiver, just don't turn around and lock eyes with me, and then it's not gay.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Haight. This is from @Padrino713. Sounds like John's girlfriend. If Chris really wanted to have a better career for himself and his family, he would move to Texas. Personality to match Texas, save more from taxes, and safer for his family. Padrino713, I will never in a million years leave New York. I don't care how much they raise the taxes. I can only be a certain distance away from Puerto Ricans and pizza, and you, my Texas friend, have none.
No, that's Mexican and burritos down there.
Not
And
for
it's
me,
Puerto Ricans
folks.
And pizza up here.
All right. Pod love. Okay. This is from at Matt Wolf AM 7533 MAGA. Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just by us being together.
Yeah.
On a pod.
Feels like if I'm not political at all. I don't really know, but it just feels like Trump is going to win by a landslide.
How, dude?
I mean, am I the only one who am I crazy for saying that?
No, it's not.
I'm not hoping for it. I'm just saying what it seems like.
It's not even going to be close, dude. This guy is truly on death's door. There's people within the Democrats that don't even believe he could survive a second term.
Right.
Like truly all the way through, let alone effectively legislate and be a president. They don't think he's going to be around for 4
So
more
what's
years.
going to happen? Is he actually going to debate? Like
I don't
Biden?
know.
Like what's going to happen?
I don't know. This might be the messiest one coming up ever. Because,
Yeah.
and I also just the year leading up to it, this is going to be tough. Tough.
All right. Pod hate. Read it.
Only 23 mins? It's frustrating to see this channel go this direction when it has unlimited potential. I love Chris and want the best for his pods. He needs to do more viral content. Copy challenges or taste tests or fads.
That's from @RickyKoga2312. And Ricky, I understand what you mean, but the last thing we'd ever do on this podcast is anything for the algorithm and anything that we think is just going to get us more views for the sake of it. So, and what episode was 23 minutes?
The New Year's episode.
Yeah, the New Year's episode.
It's on a holiday,
which
man.
we said 100 times we were going back to our 50-minute to hour-long episodes.
And we weren't even going to do an episode. We did that to give people content on a day that most people don't even release.
Yeah, most
anything.
people took the holidays off. And honestly, the number or whatever, like nobody listens during the holidays unless they're faithful or just alone or traveling or whatever. So it is kind of going the extra mile, just putting stuff out. Understand you're disappointed by the 23 minutes, but Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, dude.
If Cannon is a permanent co-host, probably change the name. Then reply, if Mike is permanent, we'll have to change the channel. He sucks.
That's from @BillyRay2885. And yeah, dude. Hey, listen, change is a thing that most people can't handle, and they get very scared, like, whoa, babies, when something changes. So just deal with it, because guess what, dude? If Mike didn't come on the show, I was leaving. And now I'm not. So just fucking deal with it, dude.
Yeah, and I get it. Guys, you're not all, it's not imperative to like me. I understand. Sometimes I will make you like Chris more. And for that, you should be appreciative because it's just expanding your love for the reason you're here in the first fucking place.
That's it.
And otherwise, it'll expand your ability to hate and think of vitriolic things to say about me in the comments. So eat every inch of my asshole.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, this is Vito hate from @Michael DeMarco 1170. How do you not have a fucking case of water sitting around? It is true. That was from
point.
the Jimmy Carr episode where Vito did not have water for Jimmy Carr, and Jimmy literally was as thirsty as he's ever been for that hour, sitting in the chair, sitting in the host chair, doing the podcast. First of all, Jimmy Carr, if you look back at like even some of his old Netflix stuff, like he's gotten remarkably skinnier.
He looks like he feeds on the plasma of young babies. Like he really does. When I rewatched that episode, I was like, he didn't like look that thin even in person.
Right.
Like he just photographs very lean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. @Bruce Ridgway 34, kind of lost a little respect for Chris. So just because getting a bagel is hard, you move your family. Bruce Ridgway 34, I fully I'm with you on that. I can't even argue with this one. I've said this many times. I've actually made a mistake, and I probably should have never sold the house and done that. I don't think that that's the actual reason I moved. I think I'm just pinning it to that to make it feel worse for me and be more entertaining for the public.
Right. Not to mention, but was your respect to Chris truly tied to how permanent his home was?
Right. Yeah. You know what?
weird.
Now I'm flipping around. Thank you for that, Mike. Fuck you, Bruce Ridgway. I am now not on your side.
I mean, I get it. Listen, there is no hate that you can say about me that I'm not going to agree with.
Right.
Everything that you've said, I've said to myself and worse, and I deep down think you're more right than anybody that hates me.
Yes.
Or likes me, I should
Yes.
say. From the broke ass K-Dub, Nick Cannon has really changed the dynamics of this show.
There you go. The broke ass K-Dub. Nick Cannon. Mike's never heard that before.
No, never once in my
Never
entire
even
life.
thought of that.
Certainly not at the Mocha Lounge in 2008.
That's it. More Mike hate.
Why does Mike Cannon look older than Chrissy by a decade?
Because he only stretches in the gym.
That's right.
That's right. Because of his mobility. Now,
Dude, there's some times where I wake up in the morning, and like, I can look okay or at least have a young face, but my hair is just, it looks like I'm running away from the Twin Towers.
Right.
But like, when I wake up and I'm dry and crackled, there are mornings when I look 65 to 70 years old.
Yeah.
Like, not even kidding, to where I've looked in the mirror and I'm like, this might be the time to end it.
yeah, dude.
It looks like it's all coming to a close.
I love that he called you Mike Gannon, too. Not Gannon, just put a G in there. All right, this is overall pod hate. This is from Speedy Pete 9694. It should have been Speedy Petey 9694. If you guys start talking about being dads, I'm stopping listening and I'm subscribing. See you later, Speedy Pete 9694.
Sorry,
We'll
dude.
never stop talking about being dads because that's the only thing there's nothing more important to Mike and I than being fathers, and we're including being fathers to you here at the Canonized Christians of the Christian Chaos podcast. So Speedy Pete 964, I hope for your speedy death later. All right. This is Chris Hate. This is from @VC/PQ3UI. Chris, please get a wife or a husband, maybe even new friends. Tired of hearing how miserable you are. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I have been on a tear lately of feeling lame is, and I think it really mostly started when I sold my house and probably uprooted my life and fitness and changed everything about my life. So I think what I have to do is just buckle down and say these next 3 months, I'm going to get in the best shape, get the healthiest, and be the most positive I can be for the next 3 months. And I want you to play this clip in 3 months from now, Vito, when I've entered into probably the worst 3 months. And I've spiraled out and I'm sitting here 60 pounds heavier with living in a fucking Ramada. Oh, John hate. This is nice.
Oh, good.
@ZNUKHSOC4145. Please go back to your old aesthetic. These thumbnails are so ugly that there are tears in my eyes. There you go. So John, who came on board to start making the thumbnails, just immediately gets shit on by a guy's face who looks horrified. I mean, that guy's face, look at that guy's face.
It's awesome. I love, dude, YouTube is the best because it's really, you never really go to a soup kitchen and see a homeless guy throw a fucking bowl of beef barley at the person who just made it for them.
Right.
Like, it's a free thing.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? It is, I understand there's ads, we're making money, all that shit. But technically, if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, you are viewing this free.
Yeah.
So it's awesome that you have this many opinions.
Right. Vito hate. This is from @Druzy, DRUEZY.
I love this one. This is
Here's
my favorite.
Vito. If you're genuinely paying someone to set up the mics and work the audio, they need to be fired. It would take a day of YouTube tutorials to get the podcast audio sounding close to perfect with the equipment you already have. The way the mic cables are ran to the mic says everything about who is setting this up. 0 fucks, thumb down. 41 replies to that.
It showed Vito's thumb down on the comment.
And 212 likes.
212
Yeah, that's
likes.
the most painful part, dude.
41 replies.
Don't
So-
worry. A top comment on one of the recent episodes was asking for my removal. So been there with you, fella.
So are there problems with the audio? What are they mad about? Or are people just going to get mad at the audio because they're all autistic?
It's a mix of both. This was the Christmas episode where I told you guys what happened. I exported the episode, didn't listen to the export on my headphones. It was a problem.
Right.
Now, since I would like to say we haven't seen any audio complaints, but I fucking bet you now that I said there's no audio
Oh, it's
problems,
coming.
the comments are going to be flooded with people saying, no, the
DM
audio
Vito.
still
I
sucks.
feel it coming. Guys, I got news for you. 35% of all fatal accidents occur between 6 and midnight, which is what happens to me sometimes out of nowhere, and I'm trying to get help for it. People aged 25 to 34 have the highest amount of drivers involved in car crashes. Literally, Mike knows like 10 people that have been killed in a car crash.
I mean, almost all of my friends. Don't get too close.
Yes.
Well, if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan.
Yes, Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 800 lawyers. With over $15 billion recovered for over 300,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation.
Wow. You know, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people for over 35 years, much like us.
Yes.
Fighting for the people for over 35
I've
years.
been fighting for the people since I'm 4.
That's right. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is so easy. If you're ever injured, you could check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. How fair is that? For
Yes.
more information, go to forthepeople.com/chaos or dial #law. That's #529 from your cell phone. That's for the people, FOR, thepeople.com/chaos or #law, #529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement.
Let me tell you something, folks. Being friends with Mike Cannon is hard. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. Rocket Money, burning up all your subscriptions. Rocket Money, it is, you know what this is, Mikey?
I do, actually,
Dude, this
and
is
I
a
use
personal, I use it too.
Yeah.
Rocket Money has actually saved me so much money. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Like, it is nuts how many things I was paying for. I didn't even realize I was paying for, and Rocket Money cleaned it all up.
Do you understand how many editing software apps I have on my phone that I've promised that myself that I was going to learn and and get good at and change my career, and they're all dormant, completely offloaded, but I'm paying the monthly fee anyway.
Yep. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills. Rocket Money has over 500 million users and has helped save its members an average of $720 a year with over 500 schmillion in canceled subscriptions.
I mean, if I asked you how many subscriptions you have, would you be able to list all of them?
No. Or
Not
I
even
think I
close.
would tell you yes, yes, and then there'd be 20 more I forgot about.
Well, exactly. Like before I started using this and they listed them all for me, I would have, given you like Netflix.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
That's all I got.
You know, some sort of thing. And then that's it. But no, it turns out I am paying to 15 of them.
Yeah.
And they've allowed me to just offload all of it. And it's genuine money that I can now spend on
dummies.
other
We're all
frivolous
dummies.
things.
Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/chaos. That's rocketmoney.com/chaos. rocketmoney.com/chaos. We got the Italian woman calling. Should we pick it up?
100%. Yeah. 100%.
Emilio, you're live on the pod.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, guys.
Hey,
What's up, sweetie?
I'm on with Mike. Emilio's live from Austin right now.
Live from Austin, where it was 75 degrees yesterday and 29 degrees today.
Wow, really?
It's like dating a fucking Italian woman. You
That's
never
it,
know what you're
baby.
gonna get.
So thank God you have your hair down to keep those shoulders nice and warm.
Yeah, you don't even need a hat.
What's going on?
Oh, yesterday. I was going to call about the residency.
Okay.
I'm like,
Oh, the residency. I'm going to be starting a residency at New York Comedy Club, the club that Emilio owns. We're going to be going back and forth from the 24th Street location to the East 4th Street location, working on my special that's coming up, and also new material.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Any news from anything from the other thing?
nothing yet.
Okay.
But your passport's good.
Oh, my passport got scanned.
But you won't get rejected into getting to Dubai, which is exciting. But I'm sure you'll get arrested for saying something.
Yes, I'm doing a show in Dubai on Jasmine's birthday and in April, and I almost didn't get into the country because I couldn't figure out how to color scan my passport.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
apps.
All right, I'll call you back.
So call me after the pod and we'll talk dates.
We're going to talk dates, baby.
All right, buddy.
Later, bro. Bye.
Mike.
Yeah. Anything new in my career?
Let's see what's going on Mike's career. Oh, yes, actually. I might have a private event for you in June.
Oh, good.
Ooh, June what?
In Dubai?
June 14th. It's not in Dubai, in sunny New Jersey.
Oh, good.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because Mike said he refuses to perform on Juneteenth.
Well, they wanted DeRosa, and I said, you don't want Joe. I got another guy for you.
No, thanks. All right. See you later.
All right, cool.
Have fun.
Bye.
There he is.
Private event.
This wait, you know the kid who can't speak, kid who stutters meme?
The dream? Which one?
Yes, the dream.
The kid
Yeah.
who's like, you ever have a dream where
Yeah,
blah, blah,
you ever
blah?
hear this one, Mike? Here, this one. This is the here. I'll play it through my.
I'll pull it up.
Dreams that you had you could do so you want him to do you so much you could do anything.
This kid. I want that to be on the soundboard.
Oh, man.
So
How insane is that kid has to go through a whole life with that being up
well,
on the
look, now
internet?
he's an older kid. Let's see him now.
Wow.
That story. My name is Joe Sergio, and you may know me from this meme.
Have you ever had a dream?
That's the same kid?
That was cool that they morphed it back like that, though.
This all started in the year 1999.
Okay.
5 years old. My favorite thing to do when I was a kid.
Wow, that guy is worth. I'm 10 years older than that guy.
Power Rangers. I liked all the Disney stuff. Hercules came out around the summer before I went into kindergarten, and I definitely watched it a lot. I really liked the soundtrack, especially.
I love this
Zero to
kid.
Hero.
This
That
guy's
was
one of those Disney adults.
He is.
He has 6 kids.
But I like
chained
him,
in his
though.
basement.
reached out to me and said, "Do you want to be in a movie?" There was a few schools that they filmed at for this HBO production. The reason my elementary school got picked in part was because the production manager, their kid was in my class.
He looked pretty hot, that production
Yeah,
manager.
right?
Classes. At first, I really had no idea what this production was about. They had
This guy
repurposed
kind of looks like
one of
Vito's
the
son.
bigger-
Stop.
Like, he looks like he could be related to you.
Nursery.
This is Vito if he only went to the gym 4 days a week.
But now he's at the age where he almost wants to cash it in.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
He definitely got paid for this video.
Definitely, yeah. But I mean, this is similar to like the Nirvana kid coming back and suing the estate because, you know, he's irreparable harm or whatever. It's like nobody would have known that unless you are actively trying to cash in on the lawsuit right
Right.
now.
Right.
It's like nobody knows your face by your baby dick, dude.
Right.
Nobody sees you and it's like, the kid in the pool. Like, nobody.
Dude, that's the thing with Vito is like you should count your blessings. Like, thank God it's just baby teeth. Imagine you had a baby dick and your dick never grew.
Yeah.
That would be one. That would be worse. I think if you're going to have a baby, anything baby teeth is you got the best.
The best, because
Yeah.
all I have to do is not open my mouth. I mean, you would have never known if I didn't tell you.
I would have never known.
No.
I would have absolutely
It
never
just
known.
looks like I'm missing a tooth. Like sometimes in a picture, it just looks like
Yeah.
I might be missing a tooth. But
I love that, like the idea too of like Vito's like a grown man with a wife, but still has to go to sleep with a pacifier, just a binky for his baby teeth. All right, let's go to Parent of the Week. I love our POW Parent of the Week segment where we pick a parenting story we find on the internet. Some are good, some are bad, but we just talk about it. We discuss it. Our POWs, baby.
That's right. And unfortunately, we lost one subscriber that we know of.
Yeah.
because of this.
No. All right, here we go. This is guy Derek Gacci. Derek's a father of 4 children. of 4 children under 5. Okay, so
Holy
all the
shit.
kids were under 5. So this guy was not pulling out. This guy pulled a John.
His wife's vagina looks like a Demogorgon's
Yes.
face.
Yes. The only difference between this guy's wife and John's baby mama is John's baby mama doesn't speak English. So in 2022, when dropping off holiday gifts for some friends, Derek was asked by his wife to shut his car's trunk to keep the 4 kids inside warm. While out of the car, Derek witnessed a man jump in his running vehicle with his kids
my
inside
God.
and drive off. Derek refused to panic and instead spotted the van where the van came from, engine still running. He got in the car and peeled out to follow his own car, still with his children inside. He was able to catch up to his SUV, ramming it and pinning it to a nearby fence, causing the carjacker to flee the car and run away. All 4 of the kids were unharmed thanks to Derek's actions.
Holy shit, man.
Yes, one of them did develop a stutter and then get made fun of for the rest of his childhood.
Yeah, one of them can only come while being kidnapped.
Yes.
But,
Dude,
they'll be fine.
so what I always do if I'm going to leave my kids in the car momentarily, I always take the car keys with me because you can't move the car.
Yeah.
Even if the car is running, you
sensor.
can't move the car without the car keys in it.
That, I mean, I haven't, my son is too young to do that. Like, I haven't left him back, but that is my nightmare. My buddy actually told me this story about how his mother, this is back in like the early 90s, maybe even late 80s, where when you did leave kids in the car, and she went into ShopRite or whatever, and she came out of the store with shopping bags in her hands, and a Hasidic man was pulling her son out of the back of her car.
Into a tunnel?
Into, like into their own car. Literally, we're just like taking the kid out and we're going to put it into their car. And she just like ran over and was like, what the fuck? You're like screaming at it. And they literally just got in their car and drove away in a non-rush too.
Right.
Like just kind of like, oh, okay.
They were like, no, we just wanted to suck his. Wait, give me a good Hasidic Jewish accent. Hold on. No, hold on. No, yeah. Hold on. No, you have it all wrong. We just wanted to suck the blood out of his schmoily for his circumcision. Wait,
That was just your voice for the first.
And it bled into like kind of Woody Allen.
and then the only word for dick I could think of was schmoily. I have a new special coming out on schmoily. Thank God. Derek Gacci is a fucking American hero.
That is
dude.
unbelievable.
And honestly, dude, if you don't want to raise this baby, John, Derek will.
Yeah. I would like to think that this is my response, right? Calm in the moment, collected, really there for your family. But I just feel like I would be like a cat that sees a cucumber, like just lose my mind immediately. My skeleton leap out of my skin, my thoughts all over the place, having no idea what to do. The fact that he located the van that the guy came from as a car to pursue him is like such brilliant in the moment thinking. I would never be able to do
That's
that.
the thing. It's like everybody thinks like they're like Liam Neeson from Taken, or like you think it's going to be like a guy who looks like Mark Wahlberg or some rip guy. It's no, dude. It's like a fat Native American guy with a Vikings jersey.
It's the guy, he literally looks like Stav's Baltimore Ravens character.
By the way, I don't know if he's fat. It could just be a bad angle of his face. He might be in great shape. I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. I want to listen to a voicemail too. I love these voicemails. The fans who are calling in at 347-323-3321 and leaving us voicemails is really, really, really awesome. And it really helps us help you. So whatever it is you want to talk about, we're here to listen. Sometimes we give specific instructions, but if you don't hear that, just if it's relationship advice, parenting advice, financial advice, which you're not qualified to give, but we'll do it anyway. We'll just listen to you and help you out. All right, here we go. Here's this voicemail.
Hi, my name's Maggie, and I just have to ask if you have any advice on how to get over a toxic, abusive ex. There's literally no reason for me to still be hung up on my ex because I'm 22 and he's 41, and I probably have more going for myself than he does right now. Not that I have anything against 41-year-olds. It's just that he was kind of creepy, and I'm just so sad all the time. and I can't move on, and there's not that many good people in my small, horrible small town in southern Indiana. So I really just need to know what to do to move on, and stop being so sad all the time over a bum that's twice my age. All right. Thanks. Love you, Chris and Mike. Love you guys so much. I'm a Christian.
Well, thank you, Maggie. We love you too.
Yeah, for
love
real.
you so much too. And you're from Southern Indiana, so I just hope that you can find a way to get off fentanyl,
And out of the Klan.
and out of the Klan. I think honestly, I know. Here's the thing: love is chemical, love is real, love is kind of can't be explained. Sometimes maybe he is a bum, maybe he is twice your age, but I don't think that necessarily would make you love him or not love him.
No.
There might be something subconscious that you're attached to him over, and it's like also love is chemical, so it's like as time goes on, those love chemicals, you'll just drink enough water, you'll pee them out, and eventually it'll go away. And just as the Bible says, this too shall pass.
I love that. Drink enough water, love is chemical, and you'll piss the love out. That's not bad at all. Also, here's a thought. You're 22. Get the hook out of Southern Indiana and move to a place that has better options for a mate. Because
dude.
listen, you're just not gonna find somebody in your town of 600 that you haven't met and shared already uncomfortable experiences with. Move to a city, move to a suburb of a city, figure it out. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, Southern Indiana. Is that near Chicago? Is Chicago near Southern Indiana? What's the closest big city in or near Southern
Bloomington?
Indiana?
Looks like
Vito Googled Slither, Indiana.
looks like Louisville.
Oh, Louisville. Did you say Lowville?
That's how it's pronounced.
Lowville?
Louisville.
Louisville?
Like you got a pelican load in your mouth?
Louisville. So I would move to Louisville. Because I think that yeah, a big city gives you more options, but I wouldn't be focused on that he's a bum twice your age. I think that's irrelevant.
That's not even really it. That's also not even a big city. I mean, I guess like St. Louis would probably not even.
I love St. Louis.
Unless
St. Louis
that's
sucks.
a way to diagnose why you were with him in the first place, because also maybe work things out with your dad, and then you won't be attracted to a bum that's double
Right.
your age. If that's part of it, if that's what's leading you into that type of relationship, who knows? I'm trying to diagnose it from New York, so who knows?
Right. Yeah, I don't know, Maggie, but I just think like day by day, babe. Don't worry about it. You can always keep leaving those voicemails. You can, listen, you don't have to do this, but if you want to, if it helps to sex with us, you can do that.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. You sound cool as shit. You sound like you have your stuff together.
Yeah.
You even said you have a lot going on for you. So if you have a lot going on for you, it helps to know that you are the
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
Affirm yourself. You don't need external like good
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah, dude. And I'm sorry, we'd be able to set you up here, but unfortunately you speak English, so that crosses you off the list for John.
Damn.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, we appreciate those voicemails. I wish for that one we could be of more service, but yeah, you're 22. Everything's going to be fine.
It's such a bummer advice, because I remember when I was 22 and anytime somebody would say that, it was so dismissive, I would be enraged. But as you live, you just kind of realize that is the answer.
Yeah, you know what, too, Maggie? What I would suggest as well, just from being a little bit older, being closer to your ex-boyfriend who you're still in love with for some reason's age, is just, again, why don't you take a moment or a few moments and think about, forget that he's a bum, that you think he's a bum, forget he's 41. What were the positive things about him? Because that's what you're getting held on to. So think about what those are and kind of focus on those and see if you can or can't handle being with him. You said it was toxic, but why? Was it abusive? Was it physically abusive? Was it emotionally abusive? Was there drugs and alcohol involved? Why you think? Because sometimes we just think, sometimes like we'll just think, oh, this person is this, and this, but it's like this learned response when it's like they're actually not what you're making them out to be. You're creating that, and because you're saying, I know that this person is, all these guys are always this way, but actually he's proving something completely different, but you're not but you're still kind of attaching this label to him that maybe you created, not him.
And then also sometimes taking inventory of the good qualities that they have makes you realize that a lot of people have those qualities, that it's not necessarily a specialty of him as an individual, that it's just something you're looking for in a future partner. So if he is nice, like vaguely nice, you can find another nice person. The specifics are what make a couple work together in the kind of ebb and flow and yin and yang shit.
Yeah, guy, and don't label anyone. Let ShipStation do the labeling for you. ShipStation.com, promo code chaos. All right, guys. Well, enjoy your day. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. ChristyComedy.com, MikeCannonComedy.com, Patreon.com/ChristyComedy for bonus footage where we talk about shit that is not going to make it on YouTube because it's bad, bad, bad. And check out our dates, ChristyComedy.com, MikeCannonComedy.com. New merch coming for the Christy Chaos Show. It's going to get released soon. Love you.